Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. On this video I'll be showing you how to create a casing, a boning casing with a bias tape, and I'll be working with the lining. I want it to be invisible, so I won't be doing that on the main fabric. So I'll be doing this on the lining on the wrong side of the fabric. If you can see, I've already marked out the distance between each and every line. I've marked it out, so do not mind those places I actually made a mistake on. So focus on the one I'll be sewing my bias tape on. This is very simple, very simple illustration on how to sew an invisible boning casing for boning. So this is it. This is the boning I'll be working with, and I'll be working with 1/2 inch boning. And I would want you to also remember to iron your boning with iron your boning. Yes, always do that, so it should straighten up, and at the end of the day you won't have a rumpled fabric. So remember to iron this. Not like your iron should be too hot, but at least the one that can be able to straighten out this boning. Yes, remember we are boning and it's invisible, so this is how to create a casing for your boning with a bias tape. So that will be all for now. So we move over to the other part of this video. So I'll be showing you how to stitch. You make sure you determine your distance between each and every of the casing, and mine is for 3 inches. 3 inches distance from one to the other. So I'm stitching the first casing for the boning. Remember, 3 inches between each and every 3 inches distance between each and every of the boning casing. So stay tuned as I stitch every part of the lines I've already lined out with my pencil. So stay tuned, guys. Kindly subscribe to my channel, like this video if it was helpful to you, turn on your notification bell to get notified whenever I upload new videos. Do not mind if it's rumpled at first. We're still gonna iron this out and it to straighten up. So I'm gonna be top stitching on the other side so it will stay in place and you'll be able to pass your boning in that casing. So you know how to sew your bias tape on a fabric. You have to sew it 2 times in order to stay in place. So we'll be doing that right now. So once we are done with this part, we move over to the second line, which I've already lined up with my pencil, and I've connected to the down part of this corset pattern. Remember to subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification bell to get notified whenever I upload new videos, and kindly like this video because I know you definitely love it. This is the picture of the outcome. I don't have a clear picture, but if you go to my Instagram business page, you will see the full video. So we'll be passing the boning on the first bias casing we've already sewn on that lining, so you see how it will look at the end of everything. Remember to use your scissors to cut off the sharp edges at the tip of the boning, so in order for it to pass through the casing and not tear any of the places you've sewn. So in order to do that, you have to remember to cut out the sharp edges on that boning. Yes, remember not to cut too much of your boning. At least you should leave about 1 inch after before cutting it out. After passing it through, remember to add extra 1 inch, which you will still cut out, but in order not for you to make any mistake, it's better you have excess than having less than what you need. So remember to add a few inches. If it's possible, you can add 2. There is no wrong in doing that, instead of you having lesser of that boning, which you know at the end of everything, while joining it with your main fabric, you will still have to use half an inch of that upper part, yes, at that center part of the lining. So no matter what, you're still gonna cut off excesses, but remember to leave few inches. So we move over to the second line. We place our bias tape and sew just like we did in the first bias tape and the first casing. Yes. We are done with the left side. We'll move over to the right side to sew in the casing with the bias tape, just like we did to the left hand side. So we are finally done with creating the casing of your boning with a bias tape for whether corset or beads, anything. Your invisible casing is done this way, whether you're doing it with bias or you're doing with the fabric or satin, doll face, whatever. This is the process I use to achieve anything I want when I want to do any invisible casing. So you see it's rumpled, so I'll iron it. As you can see, it's well ironed and those rumple parts are gone. So that is all for the casing, sewing of the casing. So moving over to the back part, which I have done already. You do that to your back part also. Remember to do it very neatly. Choose whichever distance you would want while sewing your casing. Yes, choose whatever distance or whichever distance you would want. So we are finally done with the back and the front part of this casing. So remember to iron your boning. Like I told you, you can see it's threaded up. It's not folded just like it normally appears whenever you buy it from the market. And remember to trim off that sharp edge, and you continue with passing your boning. Yes, remember not to force it so you don't get to tear off those parts which you've already sewn on your fabric. Yes, remember not to force anything, just do it gently and pass it through the channel. Yes, I am only passing this boning now because of the fact that I would want to show you how it will look like, the outcome. But this can be done after doing everything, before you join the upper part to the down part of your fabric, your whatever you're sewing, whether it's gown or whatever you want to sew. So actually this is for a gown, so you can do that once you are done doing every other thing. But I'm actually doing this because I want to show you the outcome of the whole thing. So it's better you do it after, so you know the excesses to cut off. Yes, so you can do that because you know, you after passing your boning, you'd want to have free half an inch down when you are sewing the upper part to the lower part. You understand? I mean, you would want to have, after passing your boning, you would want to have free space, like you will have to cut off half an inch down so it can allow you to join the upper part to the lower part. It shouldn't be the same length as your upper part, because if it's same length, it's going to affect you while joining the down part. So it's better to do this, join it, do everything before joining the down part. Cut off the excesses. Also remember to cut off half an inch, so it's like the boning should be half an inch shorter than your whatever, whether it's main fabric or lining. It should be shorter, so it will allow you to do any joining at the down part. at this point I am done boning every single pieces from my pattern. Yes, I'm done boning every of it, so you can still decide to iron again in order to straighten up those rumpled parts. You can decide to iron it again. Yes. Okay, I'm done fixing the boning and this is how it looks like. Okay, mind you, it doesn't look straight, right? This is a side basque. Yes. So this is the side basque. Yeah. Okay. So this is it. I'm done. That's the easiest way to attach your loop. So if it's hard for you to sew, once you've attached your loop, you can easily pull it down. You can easily pull it down, then you sew. Or you can, better still, do it anyhow you want, but just make sure you arrange it at the end of the day. Thank you for watching.